come together to create
make one being, yeah.
Right.
But what's the street cheese?
No, I said Swiss cheese.
You just said string.
Did I say string? Did I say string?
It's our last day in Berlin, and we got a little bit of a late start today because we went to bed kind of late last night after Cafe Cinema. But we're gonna do some more sightseeing today, a little bit more stereotypical. Right now we're in Tiergarten, which is the second largest park in the city. It's 520 acres, which is massive.
This park, from what I understand, used to be used as hunting grounds for royalty, and now it has a ton of bike paths, and a lot of people walk and just chill here. The vibe's super relaxed.
Right now we're walking towards Victory Column, and we're gonna go up inside of it.
Can't just cross the street directly to the column. There's a series of tunnels that will connect you underground. So make sure you spot those and go underground to get to it.
It's €3 per person to get to the top.
So the bottom floor, when you get in, has a lot of information on not just German landmarks, but also European major landmarks, like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, Big Ben, a few basilicas, and just information in general on historic places in Europe. We stand corrected. Not only is there information on places in Europe, there's also information on iconic landmarks in the United States as well. Every room's a surprise here. In the core, the middle of the building, is the stairwell. It's this way. I think it's like 300 and something steps to get out to the top.
That's wrong.
How many steps is it?
There are 285 steps to get to the top. Done. So out of breath right now.
Come on, Sam, keep pushing. So during your 280 some odd steps to come up, every about 10 or 20 steps, there's little platforms where you can take a break. This one has a seat.
Have you ever been up in the Statue of Liberty in New York City? It's very similar to this. A lot of stairs going up. There, though, you wait in a line. Here, we've been moving the whole time. Slowly, but we're moving. And it's the same claustrophobic feeling of going up in a tunnel. Here we go. Woo. Whoa, this is nice.
We made it! We're at the top!
It's windy.
Highly recommend coming up here.
It's an incredible view of not only the Tiergarten, but you get that entire panoramic view of Berlin itself. You can see the Brandenburg Gate. You can see everything that's iconic to Berlin from up here. Definitely worth the €3. Definitely worth climbing the stairs.
And it just gives perspective of how large the Tiergarten actually is when you see it from up here. Column was amazing, views from the top spectacular, but what I found was the coolest piece of it is actually on the bottom. The base has red granite, and on each 4 sides of the base there's this metal inscription that's made from captured cannons. 3 of them are for victorious wars, and the 4th one is for a celebratory proceeding into Berlin. Pretty cool. We're now at the Brandenburg Gate. It's basically synonymous with Victory Column and the Tiergarten because it actually used to be the gate that led to Brandenburg through the Tiergarten, if that makes sense. And it's important to Jim because
I ran through it. It's very iconic, not only to the Berlin Marathon, but Berlin in general. This is a must-see in Berlin.
you have to. Just make sure when you come here, you bundle them up with the victory column and a visit to the Tier Garden as well. Budget about 2 to 3 hours. Because this is pretty much the iconic point with the most attention in Berlin, a lot of people doing protests here, so they're front and center of everybody and heard loudly. We're headed down to Battleship Pool. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly either. It is a barge turn pool in the middle of the river, the Spree River, if I'm not mistaken. It's where a lot of people go to cool off in the summertime. There's like a bar nearby. I think there's an arena nearby where they have concerts, and it's a really cool venue. So we're gonna go check that out, explore that, show you what it looks like. Okay, so we're in the Untitled Neighborhood. Probably didn't get that one right either, but I'm gonna write it below. And we are now on the way to Battleship. Pretty dope. This area looks like it used to be a warehouse.
It looks like it's closed, and you also can't bring cameras in, bicycles, food, or dogs, but it's kind of disappointing it's closed. We thought it was open through September. That's what it says online, but maybe it's over. Season's over.
I'm still gonna try to give you guys a view from the sky. The entrance fee when it is open is €5 per person. So it looks like we saved €10. On a side note, this isn't a wasted trip because nearby there's a piece of art called Molecule Man.
The artist who created Molecule Man, the first two are located or were created in LA. Might be totally wrong on that, and I think this is the third one, but it did originate in the United States, I think.
Oh, there it is. Look how big it is.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Let's go check it out.
Molecule Man, Molecule Man.
So that's the Molecule Man directly behind us. They're probably around 40 or 50 feet tall, created out of aluminum. And I think the artist, if I'm not mistaken, the purpose of it was to have these little holes that are carved out or pulled out so it resembles string cheese, because he says that the molecules of all humans come together to form the same existence or something like that.
But what's the string cheese?
No, I said Swiss cheese.
You just said string.
String cheese.
We thought our night was gonna end. We were mistaken. Preston Elevator, you go to the very top floor. From there you walk across a parking lot, and it apparently opens up to this bar that has like a lot of woodwork.
It's supposed to be that local Berlin feel. Sometimes they have live music, and it's funny because when you're walking here, you feel like you're definitely going in the wrong direction, and I feel like we're really gonna feel like we're going in the wrong direction when we get to the parking lot, but we're gonna check it out. Follow the crowd.
Really though.
We're just assuming all these people are going to the same place we're going, and they seem hip and cool, so yeah.
Hallo, sag mal, geht's noch?
Alright, so they definitely do not like to be videotaped in this neighborhood.
No.
We had to cut off the camera, but just so you know, when you go up there, the entrance is €3 per person. Great place to go, chill, get some good views of the city. The vibe is very dim, so it's a little bit more intimate, but there's a ton of people up there, all of them just like in deep conversation, hanging out, chilling, having fun. To get the bus, we're trying to make our train to Munich. It's early, we're like 10 minutes late, and the trains aren't running right now, so we only have a bus option. Getting those steps in early today, baby. I hope we're not waking up everybody in the neighborhood. Made the first leg. usually have good luck, so we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Not
on this
really.
one.
We normally have horrible luck.